The final event of the Bassmaster Open's regular season took us to Leech Lake in Walker, Minnesota. The St. Croix Bassmaster Opens has been such a dramatic tournament series all year long. Diverse schedules for both Division I and Division II. Did not disappoint here, but boy, we have been weather-riddled all year. Welcome into the Bassmaster Studio, sponsored by Marathon. Ronnie Moore here with Mike Suchan. You know him from Bass Live and the Daily Limit. Tristan McCormick, former college bracket champ, Opens champion, two-time Classic qualifier. You have made it onto the EQ portion. You got to see today's competition on Leech Lake. Tell me some takeaways, because we knew somebody outside our top 10, because of the full field aspect of it, was going to rise up, and somebody you know very well rose up real quick this morning.
Absolutely. You know, Laker Howell has had a phenomenal 2 days of bass fishing, but with it being such a big field, 200 boats, we're only having 10 cameras out here. There's still a lot of 20-pound bags that guys caught yesterday that are not reporting. So it's going to be an exciting weigh-in. I'm excited to see who pulls this off. Somebody's life could change. This could be a first win for Laker Howell. And I think it'll be the first time all largemouth on Leech Lake. Well, it will, because we've only been here twice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the other aspect of this place. We have special smallmouth fishery in Leech Lake. Not a lot of quantity, but a lot of quality. But the largemouth can be an X factor. We saw Laker Howell with 19-plus pounds day one, following it up with that as well. Sam Hangy trying to make the Classic in Knoxville. He's the local guy. But Such, there's a whole group of anglers not worried about winning this tournament, but worried about being top 50 in the EQ points. And it's coming down to the final hours of the season.
Yeah, top 50 here, and in the other division advanced to our EQ3 tournament series this fall. And we have some former elites trying to get back in the elite series. You know, Garrett Parquette's in position, so is Casey Scanlon, and Daryl Gleason right now are inside the 50. It's going to come down to this afternoon to see who else can get in.
And Casey Scanlon also a winner on the Opens for the Classic next year. But we did have 10 cameras out on the water today, and some of them did show out just enough to maybe stay in our top 5 or top 10 throughout the final day here at Leech Lake. So let's take it to a local, a Minnesotan, somebody who would love to represent for his home state in front of his home fans and friends. Tommy Parker said, "Hey, I fished high school against Easton Fothergill. I looked up to Seth Fighter. Boy, I would love to win this and make the Bassmaster Classic." He also was 51st in EQ points coming into today. Needed to stay in the top 5 of the tournament to get maximum points if possible, to maybe extend his season. And we saw just a slow, ever so consistent day, 2.5 to 3.5 pounders. He got up to a limit of 15-plus pounds or so, and hanging tough right there. But really, the kickers eluded him. You need a couple 4-pounders, Tristan. You know it from smallmouth. And Tommy, he was doing the right things, but fishing in heavily pressured areas.
Yeah, and like all day, like I said, he's been calm, cool, and collective, and there's still an hour left of fishing time. I expect him to catch a above-average fish.
Tommy Parker would love to take that 1-ounce deficit and turn it into a victory today. Meanwhile, a guy who came in right in the middle, you know, 11th place in the points, A-OK, 9th place in the tournament. Let's make a move up and try to threaten to win this thing. I'm within 1.5 pounds of the lead. Jace Lindsay from East Texas, and we're a long way from home, Such. But Jace showed out this morning, so consistent. 15 pounds with his initial limit, calm, cool, and collected. There was zero thought from this Texas angler to go make a move to largemouth. He was sticking it out for smallmouth.
Yeah, today on Bass Track, it was not as fast and furious as day one. We saw a lot of people just pop up there near 20 pounds. Today we've only got one over 20 pounds. And we'll see what happens the rest of the afternoon. It's going to go down to the wire to who's going to make it.
Absolutely. We saw some great techniques. Boulder fishing, if you've never been up to these natural lakes in the state that has 10,000 of them, you need to make your way to Minnesota. Walker, Minnesota will welcome you. It's a great fishing community. And the boulder fishing here, Tristan, plenty of bait fish that they can eat, perch, other species as well. But man, the crawfish population just says, hey, why not live on a boulder? That's a nice boulder.
Yeah, the crawfish, there's plentiful of them in Leech Lake. Like we did on our presentation with the boulders, it's a very, very big deal. These guys have got it figured out. I'm excited to see the weigh-in.
Finesse jigs, minnows, big and small drop shots, and we saw some flipping and frogging as well today. Leech Lake, maybe not in a tournament setting, but what a wonderful place to fish, especially if you have time. Hank Weldon, I don't know who's going to win this thing, but you do. You've got the winners right here at the final weigh-in.
Bring it up, Walker. Are you ready? Because we're about to crown a champion. All right, he rolled into today with the lead with 22 pounds even from Lindstrom, Minnesota. Step on up. 4 in the bag, but he does not need that much. Looking for 17-14, or it's going to Laker Howell. 4 fish. 22 even yesterday, 17-14 would be Kyle Minke. Settle down. The mark is 17-14. 11 pounds, 8 ounces, and that means Laker Howell has just punched his ticket to the Bassmaster Classic. Kyle, thank you, man. Round of applause for Kyle Minke. He fished hard. And while the emotion is high, John, if you would grab that middle trophy for me really fast. And ladies and gentlemen, Walker, Minnesota, I'm going to introduce you to your champion. His father is a Classic champion, and now he is headed to the Classic. Laker Howell, grab that trophy and hold it high. A 2-day total of 39-13. Your champion, Laker Howell. Punched his ticket to the EQs in Division I, and you just came into here fishing freely, and that's going home with you.
I don't even have words. I got to thank the Lord right now, man. This is, y'all understand, everybody out here in this whole field and does this for a living, they understand why I'm crying, because there's so much you put into it, and, you know, all the emotion, all the hard work, the late nights, early mornings, all the YouTube and everything else you watch, and oh my God.
I do have to, we're going to veer off track a little bit. I got to pick at him a little bit. We are on Tuesday morning rolling out of Jimmy's, and there sits Laker. So I guess he found them pretty good, and he said he couldn't just get enough of that breakfast.
Boy, I'm going to Jimmy's in the morning. I'm going to take the trophy with me.
What's your order?
So I got a secret menu, all right? Y'all got to check this out. So at Jimmy's, they all look at me like I'm crazy. Everyone, I got a new waitress or waiter or whatever. I got a steak omelet. They put a whole steak in an omelet with cheese, and then they had hash browns, and then I got a pancake, and it was fire.
Yeah, you skipped the early morning bite. You said you found one area, and you didn't. There was nowhere else to go. So I guess, is that the area that's giving you this trophy?
I never left. It's the same place I caught them last year, and Lord have mercy, I didn't have a clue this was ever even a possibility in there.